Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we start this video, I just saw an email from one of our community members that said AAP, Nutrient Survival, has a better deal this weekend than they did when they were offering your AP20 code for 20% off. Now, if you didn't take advantage of the sale that we had with my AP20 code and where they were giving away all those goodies, including the silver coin, ladies and gentlemen, this is an awesome deal if you want to stock up. 25% off. I don't know how they can do this, but they're doing it. 25% off. And the deal is for you to build your own bundle too. So it's not like 25% off just this. You can build your own bundle. So go to build your own bundle and then come on down and you can build your own bundle of 6 pantry packs of whatever you want. You want them all to be the same? They can all be the same. You want to mix it up? You can mix it up. And you're not limited to only 6. And you get 25% off from today, Friday, all the way through Sunday. All right, so I hope that those of you that are in the market for freeze-dried foods have given Nutrient Survival a try, because it is the very best freeze-dried food in the market and it's the most nutrient dense. And the prices, ladies and gentlemen, they're as competitive as they can be. I challenge you to go ahead and compare Nutrient Survival's prices to the other big brand freeze-dried foods that are out in the market. Having said that, let's get on with the video. One of the numbers that I like to take a look at when inflation is high or going higher is the Producer Price Index. And what is that? The PPI is pretty much like the inflation that the manufacturers and producers are feeling before you feel it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen? So let's see, for example, and I need to explain this so you can understand how severe this is and how it is that inflation is going to go up just like it was before, if not higher, like I've been saying here for a while now. So please understand this, rewind this, go do some more research on your own. I am only a layman, ladies and gentlemen. All right, however, I think that I'm on the right track. Before I start, let me go ahead and say, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a live stream today at 4 p.m. Alaska time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So hope to see you all there. Well, talking about the Producer Price Index, this is what it is. Let's say that right now you're selling a gadget, whatever it is, and you're selling it for $1 because what it costs you to make that gadget, and in order for you to add your profit margin on that gadget, you have to sell it for $1. The eggs from Nutrient Survival. We all know that powdered eggs almost everywhere have gone up in price in the last couple of years. So if Nutrient Survival is going to sell eggs for $100 for a number 10 can, let's just say, right? It's probably because what they paid for their raw materials and their labor and everything really had to go up in the last month or two. But now that the price of eggs is coming down and they have to pay less, their Producer Price Index is going down. So they have to pay less. So kind of like the manufacturer's inflation is going down, because the manufacturers see inflation before we do. So now that the PPI, the Producer Price Index, it's on its way back up, what does that mean to you and me, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we're going to take a look at this real quick, and I'm going to show you why it is that I think that inflation is going to go back up, and pretty quickly, and probably higher than what it was before. Producer price soars in August as goods inflation reignites. Producer price rose 0.7% month over month in August. So that is the equivalent of about 8.4% annual, right, increase in the producer's CPI, which is really their PPI, right? I hope I'm not losing you, right? That is the hottest PPI since June of 2022. And pushed year-over-year prices up 1.6%. Now take a look at this. They're saying that that is the hottest PPI since June of 2022. Let's say it takes 30 to 60 days before that price manifests itself onto the prices that you pay. So right now, the manufacturers are paying that price, and then soon enough, on the shelves, you're the one that's going to be paying that price because they're not going to take the loss. You will, ladies and gentlemen, the consumer. Let's take a look at what CPI was back in June of 2022. So this is the findings from the Bureau of Labor Statistics of the CPI all the way back in June of 2022. Look at the inflation, ladies and gentlemen. This is the actual inflation around June of 2022, which means that the last couple of months, the PPI was going higher before it reached this height in inflation. You see this right here, how this goes up like an AV. It makes like a V. I don't know what the name of this technical analysis formation is, this chart formation is. But in my understanding, when you have a rebound like this, where the chart like V's off and goes in a straight line up, kind of like this, all right? Look at what happened the last time. You see this right here? Take a look at this and take a look at this. And ladies and gentlemen, that tells me that inflation is going to skyrocket beyond these prices here. So get stocked up now, especially going into winter, because not only are we going to see fuel prices go up in winter, I was amazed, ladies and gentlemen. Yesterday I was going through town and I saw that our heating fuel prices had jumped to like over $4 a gallon from like the 380s. So at the beginning of the summer, or at the beginning of the building season, as I like to call it here in Alaska, fuel prices hit like $3 a gallon even. And now I believe I saw it yesterday for like $4.18 or $4.28. That's almost a 50% increase over the last 2 or 3 months, going into the months that we needed the most. And that is why I'm so adamant in making sure that you get prepared for winter as soon as winter is over, especially here. Because I'll tell you what, with the food prices that are coming and the fuel prices, especially for heating your home, people are going to be struggling this year in order to just be able to put food on their table. And another story for today, ladies and gentlemen, CVS and Cigna charged $6,000 for $55 worth of generic drugs. Now, ladies and gentlemen, all this is a transfer of wealth, not from person to person, but from country to country. Ladies and gentlemen, do you really think that in other countries like Mexico, like Canada, like India, etc., that they pay $6,000 for that same generic medicine that only costs the pharmaceuticals $55? Absolutely not. But before I show that to you, let me go ahead and show you somewhere that you can go, which is mentioned on this article somewhere. And of course, I will leave the link to all of these articles so you can come and revisit them. Somewhere that you can go to get your prescription medications a lot cheaper than what these drug companies are trying to sell them to you for. I've done a couple of videos about this in the past, about Mr. Cuban's company that's called Cost Plus. And they sell a whole bunch of prescription medication. All you have to do is provide them with your prescriptions, and then they will go ahead and fill it and mail it to you. And these are just some of the examples. And I don't know what types of medicines do what, ladies and gentlemen, but you can look for yourself. This medicine right here, imatinib. I don't know. A retail price, $2,500. Mark Cuban's company sells it for $13.40. They just sell the generic, all right? But this other one right here, retail price $1,093, $35. Retail $676, $245. Retail $766, $28. Retail $24, $5.60. Anyways, you get the point, ladies and gentlemen. If you come on here, you click on all medications, it'll take you to all of the medications that they have, and then it'll take you to what it is that you would pay for it compared to what you pay for it outside, let's say in CVS or something like that. I really didn't know. I knew that you can go to other countries to get cheaper healthcare, but I didn't know that they had a name for it, and it's called medical tourism. Now take a look at here. USA, $150,000 to replace a heart valve. Okay, $150,000. A hip replacement, $47,000. Gastric bypass, $35,000. Now let's take a look at some other countries. Now remember, you're getting the same service, all right? And from what I understand, I am not a recipient of any of these medical services, especially in other countries. However, what I understand is that when you go to these other countries to get these medical services, that it's like first class all the way. It's not like you go into a little back alley, into a little hole in the wall, you know, that has a dirty sink. No, it's like high-class, 5-star rating medical institutions. If you go and get a heart valve replacement in India, $9,500. Thailand, $11,000. Malaysia, $9,000. Mexico, $18,000. Poland, $9,250. Hip replacement.
Take it down the line, 9,000, 12,000, 10,000, 17, 6,000. Gastric bypass, 11, 15, 13, 8, and 11.
Why is it that here in the United States, ladies and gentlemen, everything is so much more expensive? And ladies and gentlemen, I thought that I would quickly cover just a couple of articles that I saw that are pretty interesting. New bill combats tyrannical Democrats for declaring nationwide public health emergency to enforce gun control. Now, this gentleman here, Ted Lieu, says, I support gun safety laws. However, this order from the governor of New Mexico violates the U.S. Constitution. No state in the union can suspend the federal Constitution. There is no such thing as a state public health emergency exception to the U.S. Constitution. And I just want you to ask yourself one question. I was thinking about this when I took a look at this article, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. I wonder if they're going to indict him on purpose while his father is still president. Wouldn't that be interesting, ladies and gentlemen, if on the way out of the presidency, Exhibit A, President Joe Biden went ahead and pardoned Exhibit B, his son. There are two sets of laws. There's one for you and me, and there's one for those that control and make the laws. And to finish it off with this, never forget, doctors C-19 protocol, FTC suppressed solution for recovery. This was never planned, ladies and gentlemen. That stuff that happened a couple of years ago, it was never planned. All right? So the next time that they tell you that you better keep your ass at home, and that you better give up your livelihood, and that you better shut down that business that you worked years to make and that now supports your family, the next time they tell you, go ahead and do it. Having said that, have a great day. Remember that later on today, we will be having a live stream at 4 p.m. Alaska time, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for all of your support. And you know what? I never even mentioned it, but remember, Opus is having an awesome sale, all right, on solar generators. Get them now before the apocalypse, ladies and gentlemen, because in all honesty, I think that the prices are really good and they're very competitive. So go check them out. And if you're in the market for one, go ahead and give an Opus a try, because I think that is a great solar generator company, not only for the product, but also because of the people and how they treat the community who take care of them. God bless every one of you. God bless America. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out.